Nehemiah specifically is kind of the paradigm shift between campers that have been served and kind of moving into serving the camp.
Realize that it's not all just about reading your Bible and praying. It's about actually taking action.
Nehemiah really focuses on servant leadership and how to grow as a community through being a servant for the Lord.
The specific lens is Philippians 2, learning to lead by following. And so they are following in Christ's footsteps as he would serve his disciples, the people around him, so they also serve.
We're just basically doing the same things as Jesus did, how he came down to earth to serve others and lead by example. So that's kind of what we do around the camp every day.
I try to demonstrate servant leadership to my campers by being in the work with them, and there's nothing that they are going to be doing in the 2 weeks that I wouldn't do alongside with them. Servant leadership is a communal work and not just one person alone.
So in Nehemiah, we have kitchen crew, chore crew, and work crew. Work crew is focused on, it's the whole team together, and they're all working on the same project. And part of that is a legacy project, so they're working on something that the camp will see for 10, 20 years, and leaving their mark on camp.
In kitchen crew, we actually got to wash the dishes for the meals, and we actually set the record, which was pretty fun. For the fastest time, all the dishes got cleaned and put back, so that was a lot of fun. Kind of doing it with my brothers and with our cabin, which is kind of like our family throughout, just working together.
So we did a lot of team building along with project crew days, and it was a lot of times it was something like one person could talk, or only a couple would talk, or people were blindfolded. I got to be a leader in one of these roles, and I was the only person who could talk. So I really had to focus on listening to everybody and being able to exactly know what they're saying even without them having to say it. And we got to learn a lot more about listening to each other, communication, listening most importantly, but also being able to voice your own opinions and needs in specific ways.
This week, we're teaching them a number of things, 4 things specifically, all through the lens of Romans 8. We're talking about the identity that God has given them through Genesis. We're talking about justification. We're talking about what it looks like to live that out through sanctification with Him. And then finally, we're ending it out with glorification. So the hope that we have that Jesus will come back. We're talking about these specific things kind of as a way to equip teenagers to be able to attack the problems that they see, that they experience in their everyday life outside of camp. These campers would understand that the calling, the label that they've been given is redeemed, and that means that they can walk in freedom, knowing that Jesus is taking care of the details.
Something I want to take away after this is just to stay humble and to just keep a habit of serving others and putting other needs before my own. And just keep a fire for God that just continues throughout life and isn't just a camp high.
Being able to have a relationship with God and not just having it as a religion or feeling like it's a chore, because that's often what it felt like for me. So, I've grown that relationship with the Lord, and I think I'll be able to put in practice serving Him and serving other people in my everyday life.
Even though everyone's doing the same projects and everyone's serving in the same capacity, that their impact can be so vastly different from the person beside them, no matter what role they're serving, but that they can go home and serve others in their own particular way, and it's still serving the Lord as well.